Okay, so for the template, what I did was just took 4 pieces of paper, which I only really needed 2. But you only draw half the template. This way you can just mirror it by laying it again. So I just made mine in layers. So this is the main chest piece. This is more like the abdomen, and this is lower abdomen. So it's going to be in sections the way I want it. When I cut it out, I'm going to cut it on these lines, but when I try and put it onto the foam, I'm going to add a little extra space, about maybe an inch extra. This way, I have more room to hot glue it together. Yeah, now all you do is cut it out once you got the shape you want, and we'll see how that looks. Okay, once you get the main body cut out, for mine this is going to be in layers once again. I'm going to add this little triangle, cut this out. This way this will go, since we're going to be making it out of foam, you're going to need a little slit to make it not flat on the front. So you're just going to have to just do something like that. And then now, once you get the triangle out, it'll effectively help it fold. Okay, so now if you go like this, I'm going to make sure it goes in the right direction though. So now, if I go like that, kind of, you'll see that it's now curved. That is what you want. Or else it's just going to be a flat piece of sheet on your stomach, which you do not want, because it does not look realistic. So this is only here. This right here is here to help you. So just call it a small slit like that, and then we can transfer it to foam. Let's begin. So keep in mind with this project, you can use the cheap foam. I'm using the expensive stuff because I prefer it, and it doesn't have a texture, which is good for regular props, but for chest plates, you can do anything. Like the cheap floor mat foam works. I just don't like it because usually they have like little pimples of holes, like little holes in them. That is air bubbles when they were made. You do not want that in a prop, so I tend to avoid using that stuff. But for now, let's get building. So we're going to cut right here, put it on the foam, and mirror it around that line. So you'll understand in a second. Okay, once you have the first half of the template, you just flip it over. Wrong side. Flip it over so it's now like this, and carry on once you get lined up. And carry on and continue drawing. Then we can cut it out. Okay, first part of the template is complete. Just need to cut that out and see how it fits. Okay, now that we got mostly cut out, I'm going to do something special to mine. I'm going to make a line down the middle, cut it in half, and then bevel the inner edges so that it's more angular in the front, so it's not a flat piece of foam. I'll show you what I mean in a bit. Okay, so now that I've gotten these cut out and one angled, not two, one angled. Now, if I were to wear it, it does something like this. With one angle, it does that nicely and not, like this if I were to do two. So it's good with one angle of 45 degrees. And now I can wear it like this. And then I just need to hot glue this together. And then heat gun it a bit to round it out a little more. And we're all set. Chest plate, the main chest piece is complete. And then we just need to hot glue the rest on. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so once you glue the seam together, unless if you made it in one piece, you start gluing this piece together. So from that to that, I'm using this paper clip to help hold it in place while I do other things. I'm lazy and I don't want to have to sit here holding this gap while it opens continuously. So what you do is you put a small amount of hot glue, or however much you need, in there. And then you hold it together and just put a paper clip over it, hoping for the best. Kind of difficult to do with one hand, but I'll try it at least. And, alright, almost got it. There we go. Now if you look carefully, it's not that wide, and that's good. We want it as close to itself as possible so that you do not see it later. And we do that to the same thing to this side. Then we got the main chest plate, or at least the front of it. And that's all you need for that. Next up, I'm going to glue these two pieces together. Which, if you built them in one piece, you do not need to do this step once again. So all you do, take them, and then you put glue on one end or the other. It doesn't really matter, like so. but enough that it will stick, but not too much that it will be too hot. I like to put decent bead on, and then just put them together like so, and hold. And try and align them the best you can, because that will definitely help you in the end, make it look nicer and seamless if possible. So hold them, hope for no seam, blah, blah, blah. It should work. And then you have the stomach bit. Or it's more like up here, but you get the idea. Then you got this. Ta-da. Now, while I was waiting for this to dry, this side, I decided to do that other bit. And now, I'm going back and doing the rest. Not too difficult, you just do that. And then you just curve it to the best of your ability so that it stays in place and clip it together. You could do that by hand, but I'm not gonna because I'm too lazy to hold it. And then there we go, got it. The curve really helps sell that this is a chest plate. See, the small curve really does help. It also makes it look a little better, in my opinion. So, yeah. After that is dry, and this is dry, you're going to just glue these two pieces together later, like so. Or, yeah, right about here. And you got most of the chest plate complete. That's what I got so far. I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished the main chest plate. This is what it looks like. Whoops. All I need to do now is make a back plate for it, and that should do it. And I also need to connect it, but that comes later. For now, it's done. What do you guys think? Chest plate is complete. What do you guys think? Still need to build a sword, paint the axe, but besides that, most of the props are done. I'll show you in the next video. Or check out my TikTok where you can find the videos soon.